Proverbs chapter 12, verse 1 says, "Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates correction is stupid." It's an interesting way that this verse is phrased, to say that we love discipline. That's a strange concept, isn't it? That may sound a bit wacky, but it's not meant to be said in a wacky way. It's talking about this idea of accepting guidance from other people. Discipline in the form of understanding what is right and wrong. For example, if we have done something wrong and we are disciplined for it, rather than coming at it with the attitude of, "This sucks, I shouldn't be disciplined, why am I getting penalized for this, it's something silly," and that's the perception of the people with the second side of the verse, whoever hates correction. Whereas if we enjoy being corrected by others and genuinely reflecting on the things that we have done so that we can then improve our ways, that's where wisdom comes from. Being able to figure out what it is that we're doing wrong, that we are doing something wrong, to acknowledge that is the first thing. To then go, well, actually, I'm going to take on this feedback from somebody else because they've seen something that I haven't realized myself. And being eager to work on these things, that shows true wisdom. I've got a very fresh example of this happening at school recently. I'm not going to go into too many details, but let's just say there was an incident that I didn't handle super well, and I'd never been in that situation before, but still there are certainly a lot of things that I could have done a lot better. And my first response was to go to when I was talked to about the things I had done in that process and what I could have done differently. My first response could very easily have been one of frustration and anger and annoyance because and defending myself because I'd never been in that situation before. Whereas as I reflected on it, I took it as a learning opportunity, and something very similar actually happened again a few days later, but this time I was much more prepared because I'd had that feedback, I'd had that chance to reflect on my actions and what I could have done differently next time, and everything turned out much better, and I handled the situation a lot better the second time around. So that's one example. And had I not paid attention to the discipline, or not paid attention to what I've been spoken to about, then I could have quite easily have repeated the same mistakes. But by swapping our perspective to a perspective of seeing it as an opportunity to improve rather than getting ourselves down because we feel like we're being punished, then that will go a long way into helping us improve our perspective on things, help us to learn and grow.